Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
Welcome to another episode of the Sales Software Review. I'm today again with Roy, founder of LeadSpotting, but this time we're going to be talking about another product. We're going to be talking about Bingo. Roy, how you doing today, by the way?
I'm doing great. It's late in the evening, but it's quiet, it's fun, and I always experience you, Eddie. Always a pleasure.
Awesome. It's great to have you on the show. So let's get started with Bingo, a solution for revenue leaders that want to automate gathering business opportunities from news articles around the globe. Why don't you tell us a little bit high level what Bingo is? How have people been using it? What's the type of solution that brings to the table?
Yeah, but first, Eddie, let's talk about the challenge, okay? Each of us, we're chasing business opportunities, right? We want big projects. We want to be aware about opportunities when they're fresh, when they're hot, when they just came out of the oven, right? But it's hard, it's hard. You want to chase news items all over the world. Sometimes you go to some tenders website and subscribe, but sometimes tenders it's a bit too late to start chasing them when they get announced, and you're looking for these gold pieces of item, that gold indication that there's going to be a big project, that some government has allocated a huge budget to something in your space. That's a dream part. So you want that information, but it's hard. You have to sit hours and hours on the web scrolling, reading, analyzing. Not anymore. With artificial intelligence, we have a new product called Bingo. And Bingo is an AI platform that listens to news websites from all over the world, from any country, from the US, Colombia, Middle East, Europe, and so on. Read those articles, classify them to the right technology sectors, and identify if there's a business opportunity indicated from that article. And if those articles and those business opportunity matches your criteria, you'll be announced and you're going to get a summary of those business opportunities. So that's Bingo, and Bingo can fill up your pipeline with amazing business opportunities from all over the world.
That sounds pretty amazing. Just from the starters, you mentioned it really takes a lot of time to scrape the web manually one by one, especially if you're doing yourself the reading of the articles. That's going to take some time. Now, were there other tools that you would say people were using before they tried Bingo to do the same job? Something like maybe subscribing to blogs, RSS feeds, or something like that will be the alternative? Or do you know of any tools that they may be trying before they need Bingo?
Well, the need for monitoring news website, it's not something new. It's not something that was invented in the context only of business development. So there's many RSS readers, there are tools like Google Alerts. But those tools, they just give you a feed of news items matched to keywords. You're going to waste a lot of time identifying if that's a business opportunity or not. Here, it's a more sophisticated system. It does just pop up news item with your context. It identifies news item with business opportunities that matches your keywords, your sector, but also geographies and also stages and opportunities that you want, which is, it's a totally different generation of capabilities.
Amazing. It sounds like if we were talking about the main challenges that they solve now with Bingo versus, let's say, the previous method of checking the sites one by one to scan for opportunities, is really around this time saving, right? And the automation, because you said you can do the filtering. So it's not only just summarizing the articles for you, it's also classifying them. So you only go and read at the sector, at the vertical that you care about, and only explore the opportunities that pertain to your business and the use cases that you care about, right?
Correct, but even more than that, imagine you're a company, okay? And you're looking for construction projects in Canada, okay? Now, there's a lot of construction projects in Canada starting day and night, all over the week, all over the month, right? But you're the company, you got your policy, you got your business development definition that you don't touch project unless it's a project at the scale of $5 million and above. That's something you cannot filter with Google Alerts, okay? With our system, you can, because our AI is capable of reading those news items, classify them, understanding the budget potential in one of them, and you can put an AI filter says, please pop me up only with opportunities which are $5 million and above.
It seems like it really it gives Google Alerts on steroids practically when it comes to the capabilities. I want to see a little bit more about your software in action. So why don't you go ahead and share screen and walk us through the main features that allow the users to really scan through and quickly get to the business opportunities they're looking for.
Okay, perfect. So this is Bingo. And as we said, tackling opportunities for exporters, for startups, for FDI agencies, uncovering qualified by AI. So Bingo itself, it looks like as a news item by itself. You see there's many news items from the past day and so on. Each news item is a business opportunity that the system discovered, okay? For example, let's look at this opportunity. This is an opportunity in the clean tech space about some agreement between Uzbekistan and China to build a wind project. So if I'm a vendor, okay, that supplies technology or services to wind projects worldwide, I want to know about this project, okay? And this project, which originally came from a specific news item, okay, from this website called Zaiwa, which I assume 99% of our viewers now never heard about this website before. So this website was crawled automatically, okay? And this article was picked up. This article was tagged as a clean tech opportunity. And instead of reading the article, the system gives you a summary, okay? So you don't have to go over the article, tell you where's the opportunity, what's the keyword, what's the stage of the opportunity, okay? What's the budget size, okay? It's a $150 million US dollar project, and tell you to who's relevant to which type of companies, okay? So you can see, for example, let's jump on another example, okay? This is an opportunity in the water and the clean tech space about investment of $25 million US dollars in hydrogen hubs, okay? So if I'm a company in the hydrogen space, I want to know about it, okay? Because this is an opportunity in India that just got launched, okay? And here you see the AI not only gives you the item and gives you the classification and the confidence about the business opportunity, it can also identify which companies are mentioned in the article, okay? So you can have a quick contact and you can jump to the company website, you can go to the LinkedIn, or you can even download some of their contacts here from the system itself. So it's like a one-stop shop. It's a one-stop shop that gives you an ability to collect business opportunity, to understand them, and to get their personal contacts for the opportunity itself. So it's amazing, absolutely amazing.
I was going to say, it sounds incredible for revenue leaders of these companies that they could pretty much turn this into their reading feed on any given day. 5 minutes, I can see all of these are articles from today. So a quick scan over here should let them stay current with what's happening in their industry.
Even more than that, they don't even need to enter our website, because once you register, you're going to start getting email feed, a newsletter every day with opportunities relevant to you when they pop up. And the system itself, it enables users with a configuration. You can go to the settings. On the setting, you can click the type of sectors you want to listen to. We don't support all the sectors at the moment, but we will do in the future. Today, we support Homeland Security and Defense, AI and Cyber, real estate construction, health tech, food and agro, smart city, clean tech, blockchain, water utilities, and also fintech. And as a user, you can also focus on the stages of opportunities you want to get prioritized. You can put keywords that make your opportunity relevant. You can also prioritize specific geographies. Now, when you go to the feed itself and you stand on the items that were recommended to the system to you, the system also indicates for each item why it popped up, which keywords over there appear, etc. Okay, so you as a user can always calibrate your adjustment, and more than that, you as a user, you can also go here below and you can give us feedback on the opportunity if you liked it or not, and we actually take your feedback and we use that in order to improve the settings automatically. So it's a very smart learning system, okay, that takes your settings, okay, and also automatically try to improve them using the feedback that you give. Now, the system also contains many more sweet spots, okay? One special sweet spot is our AI qualification. Okay, so after now we use we talked about legacy filtering capabilities. We talked about sector. We talked about stage. We talked about putting keywords. You as an exporter can also put an AI prompt. Okay, that indicates which type of opportunities will be relevant to you. You can go here to the opportunity AI qualification and you need to complete a sentence. Does the following business opportunity indicate, for example, in this case, a client example, a possible need for oil spill solution? So what happens is that the system takes your question, runs that question on the news item, and if the answer is yes, it marks that as a bingo item. So I go back to the items. I can filter here not only the relevant, but also the bingo items, and the system leaves the relevant one, okay? And the system also tells you for the bingo items, why is it relevant, okay? So it's a system that also identifies opportunities, but also explain you why they're relevant. Now the system, as I mentioned, has many rich features. We have the bingo tag, the relevant ones. You can also a quick search. For example, I want to know which airport-related items popped up in the last month. And I can also do it an archive search, like put keywords like airport funding. Okay, so I do a search now, and I can get items from the past months, okay, about which airports got funding. So have a look. You see, state grants award to 7 of Alabama airports, or Aldot granted award to municipal airports in Bay Minette, Florida. So if I'm a company who's selling their services to airports, I want to know where they get funded. And I can also use the archive search in order to find it. So it's remarkable features. I can also filter opportunities based on stage. Let me just do a refresh. Based on many filters we can do here. So it's an incredible system. Let me jump in. Okay, for example, I want to focus on opportunities for my feed who are relevant to the water and utility. Let's go to the HLS and defense, and I can see those items now. Okay, and for example, an item, U.S. funding drive investment, European military tech startup. It's an homeland security opportunity that you see the next milestone, 24th of October, which, by the way, that's my daughter's birthday. And you can see the amazing capability that this system gives you. The system comes with multiple views. You can do a grid view, a feed view, okay? And you can do for each opportunity, on top of the buttons we mentioned before of liking or disliking, you can do also sharing. So you can share each opportunity to your coworkers, my email or WhatsApp. You can add an opportunity to our CRM, okay? And you can go action and approach our analyst team to get more contacts, to find partners to the opportunity, and to do a deep analysis of this opportunity with similar projects and similar vendors, etc. So that's the bingo system with a lot of features, and I can tell you it's coming more. It's today most of the content you see here now is in English. It's covering news items in English all the world. But very soon, we're going to extend the platform to more languages, to Spanish, to French, to Arabic, and others. So we're going to bring you an enormous amount of opportunities from all over the world.
I can see incredible potential, Roy, just because of the power, first of all, the keywords, and second of all, the AI prompts. That takes it to a whole nother level compared to status quo and what's out there in the market. I was thinking, for instance, there's a lot of movement recently in the blockchain industry, but there's also way too many projects. How do you narrow it down to the blockchain that you care, the project that you care? Well, there you have the keyword. If you're working on Ethereum, Cardano, whatever that may be, or the AI prompt, if it's a funding, if it's a new government deciding to invest in crypto, whatever that may be, and you being able to take or capitalize on those opportunities, maybe because that's gonna help you expand your company, get some funding, revenue, business opportunities, or just different things. I can see a ton of potential. I want to ask you something. What would you say are the tasks, deliverables, or people involved in setting up a bingo? How long does it typically take to just be up and running, getting your alerts?
Well, as you can see, anybody can access the website itself. When you access the website itself, before registering, so some of the data is obviously hidden, but you can register. Anybody can register. It takes 1 minute. After you register, you just go and you log in with the settings, and takes 5 minutes with the settings. And then later on, it takes like 1 or 2 weeks to make sure that you all the keywords calibrated. And if you need, we can always come here to support you on that.
That's incredible. What type of support do you provide to the clients that sign up to a pay plan?
We can do support like escorting them, reviewing the results together, giving them tips on how to use the platform correctly, how to show them like initial secrets and so on. Okay, we don't provide this type of support to all the plans. It's only from the, let's call it from the premium plans and above. But it's definitely something we can do.
Premium and above. And what type of, sorry, Roy, what type of channels do they have for that support? Is it like email, chat? Can they meet with your team as well? How does
It's
that look
usually,
like?
it's usually via email and chat.
Email and chat mostly. Okay. Is there the possibility for a premium, let's say, customer to hop on a quick meeting, have a 15-minute session to set up their feeds? Is that something that they have access to, or mostly email and chat, as you mentioned?
If they're located in a country where we have ourselves or one of our business partners, for sure. Okay, in some countries, by the way, the system itself is also white labeled. For example, in Israel, you can find the system under the brand of the Israeli Export Institute, which is the leading government agency for exporter. You see, it's the same system, just white labeled for them. So we have business partners like that worldwide, and we can definitely support our clients with.
That's pretty good. So let me ask you then one last thing. What would you say are the success criteria or indicators that your customers should look at to evaluate whether they're having success with bingo?
Well, it's very simple because the purpose of this system is to create a feed of big projects from all over the world. If the system managed to identify, let's say, 2 big projects that you want to put in your pipeline every month, I think it's an amazing KPI. And I don't, for the sector we support, I don't see a problem. I can show you the zillion of examples of, for example, we got a client in the wastewater space, and you see how many opportunities. Okay, for example, you see 125 million irrigation project in Nepal. Or, for example, in the U.S. Department is allocating funds to wastewater emergency in the U.S. itself. And here is an opportunity from another location, from Oak Ridge City Council. So the system can find opportunities. Here's an opportunity from Dubai, okay, for a mega sewage tunnel. So you can find opportunities all over the world. And I think if the system, if the basic KPI feeds us and each company with 2 big projects every month, which with 24 big projects every year to your pipeline, you're set.
That sounds incredible. 2 big projects in your pipeline just from having your radar much more in tune with what's going on in the news. That's what bingo
Correct.
can bring to you. So if you're in the audience and you are considering to bring bingo on board, head over to the CloudTask marketplace, and definitely Roy and his team will be there to assist you. Roy, anything else you want to share with the audience before we wrap it up?
Yeah, thank you very much for your time, and it's really a pleasure. We really have to get your feedback on the platform itself. But remember, it's just the tip of the ice. We are working on more features, on more tender collection, on more languages. And in the future, we are also planning an automatic response from you via the platform to the opportunity itself. So keep following us, stay tuned. I'm pretty sure that we're going to come back to Eddie with more development and more nice episodes. And it's just the beginning. Thank you very much.
I love to hear that, Roy. More than 12 industries already supported, more coming in. Stay tuned. Definitely check them out. Thank you so much for your time, Roy, and I'll catch you in a future episode. Bye bye.